Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Tuesday, September 30th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm going to show y'all this clip and show you how we've been sold out. And how, just watch this clip. And we're going to talk about it. Hold on.
WestJew was there when a suspected immigration raid went down in Rockledge today. A number of construction workers were taken into custody, shocking the workers who were left behind. Take a look. This was the scene captured by our photojournalist at the corner of Dockyard Drive and Blue Water Lane in an area of new construction right near I-95. Brevard County deputies, in conjunction with U.S. Border Patrol agents, were processing men on the sidewalk before putting them into vans and driving away. All of our attempts to gather information were denied, but construction workers left behind describe a chaotic raid with a helicopter overhead. The tools being used to build new homes in Rockledge left abandoned at the homes include nail guns, saws, hammers, and even a generator. One worker told WestJew that men were jumping off of rooftops to avoid the agents.
Pretty much we just all sitting in the truck. Whole bunch of cars ride past, so I get out the truck and I'm turning. I see a helicopter in the air. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Next thing you know, I turn to my right and I see a whole bunch of people jumping off the buildings, running in the bushes.
We have reached out to the Brevard County Sheriff's Office to find out how many people were taken and where they will end up. We have not yet heard back. Construction workers in that area, though, tell WestJew that dozens of men have been working there in the last few weeks.
Now you got these people talking about how the construction industry is in trouble, facing a worker shortage because of illegal immigrants being deported. Illegal immigrants. Keep that in mind. Only the illegals. As you saw the guy that interviewed right there, he's still on the site. He's still there. You know why? He's legal. Look like an American. Black guy. Still got his job. Only the illegals. And the liberals are screaming and crying, oh, it's a major problem. See that? That's what you got for voting for Trump. You damn right. I told y'all, we've been sold out from within. Our own people sold us out. Not just politicians. Greedy businesses, corporations wouldn't hire American workers because they would have to pay them a livable wage. So they sold the American worker out, hiring illegals, and paid them $5 an hour. I know many black people, friends of mine, associates, what have you, with construction skills that can't find work. They won't hire them. Illegals everywhere. I remember a time, every construction site you go on, you will see a bunch of black people and white people. Now, immigrants, whether they're legal or not, immigrants. There was a time when the roofing jobs, all that stuff was black, some white. I know about 4 or 5 when I was growing up, black-owned roofing companies. Thomas Roofing, Mobile, Alabama, no longer in business. The illegal immigrants ran them out of business. Black companies, black jobs. Hold on, y'all.
Nationwide, the construction industry is facing a worker shortage, and experts say one of the big reasons is because of immigration enforcement. KENS 5 reporter Zach Briggs explains.
Workforce shortages are the leading cause of construction project delays in this country.
Migrants make up around 30% of workers in the construction industry, according to the National Immigration Forum. The latest data from the Associated General Contractors of America, or AGC, reveals the reality faced by companies nationwide. Construction sector employment is down by 7,000 jobs in August, which remains unchanged since December. Tariffs and ICE's ramped up activity cited as big factors in the labor shortage across the country.
28% of construction firms say that they've been impacted either directly or indirectly by enhanced ICE enforcement during the past 6 months.
Here in Texas, AGC spokesman Brian Turmel says 1 in 3 contractors have been affected in some way by ICE crackdowns.
It's the impact of the sort of the psychological worry. You've got a lot of folks in the country who are uncertain of their lawful status.
The Trump administration earlier this year ordered ICE to make 3,000 arrests a day, but the federal agency continues to fall below that goal, according to reports.
As an immigration lawyer that's been doing this for a while, including the entirety of the last Trump administration, it has been getting harder to give good news or encouraging news to individuals.
Immigration attorney Carlos Castaneda says migrants trying to follow the legal process by attending their ICE check-ins and court hearings are taking a chance every time. And whether they're working construction or at a restaurant, there's still that same risk.
Independent of warrants, if an individual agent sees someone who they have reason to believe is in the country illegally or committing another immigration violation that they have jurisdiction over, then they can first detain that person and inquire into their immigration status.
Zach Briggs, KENS 5.
There's a construction worker shortage. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm going to tell you what there's a shortage of. Slave labor. That's where there's a shortage. Can somebody explain to me, before we had this influx of illegal immigrants that were brought over here for the greedy corporations, they're not trying to look out for the immigrants. They're trying to look out for their profit. The same way a lot of American companies are moving overseas for cheap labor, it's the same reason they allow these illegals in here. Cheap labor. Not because of a shortage of workers to do the job, but because of a shortage of workers that would do the job for a little or nothing. That's the problem. We have construction workers looking for work every day, can't find work, Americans. They won't hire them because they don't want to work for $7 an hour as a carpenter, electrician, roofer. That's why there's a shortage of American workers. Can't find people with the skill, you a lie. You can't find people with the skills that took the time to go learn the skill, that's willing to work for minimum wage while you pocket millions. That's the dilemma. So what if the illegals are gone? Hire Americans like you used to. Y'all remember? When you ride by a construction site, it was black folks everywhere. From the shovel to on the roof, black folks. And a lot of them black guys own the company. I know some of them. I know them personally. I can interview them if they let me. That'll tell you, since an immigration problem, they lost the business. Lost the company they had, family businesses, black owned, gone. And when Trump said they're taking black jobs, my homeboy agreed. He voted Trump just for that reason. He's been a Democrat all his life too. He voted for Trump just because of that, because he lost his damn business that's been in their family forever, because he can't get contracts anymore because the illegal immigrants do it for nothing. That's how Trump won. This is why I tell y'all, liberalism is a mental disorder. Now check out what Chubby Checker had to say.
This week, there was a story in Fortune magazine where they interviewed Alabama construction owners. You know, the people who building our buildings and our homes. And they interviewed these construction owners because ICE have been going to a lot of construction sites around our state and arresting the workers and deporting the workers. So the first thing I have to think about when I see a story like this is, for all these construction firm owners, who do you vote for in the last election? I guarantee you most of them voted for Trump. So now they have screwed around and they are finding out the hard way. And now they're begging the federal government to only arrest those who have violent criminal records, not somebody that's just here illegally. And of course, Trump and the right-wingers are not going to listen to him. They're going to arrest anybody that's not a legal citizen here.
Duh!
And now there's a shortage of workers. Construction projects are slowing down. It's going to take a lot longer to get them done. And the classic phrase I keep saying, F-A-F-O. Screw around and you find out. Maybe these construction firm owners will vote better in the next election. How about vote for a Democrat next time instead of another MAGA right-winger?
I want y'all to think about what that, I'm trying not to be distasteful in describing that guy. He said out of his own mouth, they are arresting illegals. People that are not here legally. He said out of his own mouth, you should have voted better. You should have voted for a Democrat next time. So he's admitting that the Democrats would allow the illegal immigrants to keep flooding in here. Listen to what he said. You should have voted Democrat, and you wouldn't have that problem with illegals being deported. Because the Democrats wouldn't have done that. They'd have left them in here to continue taking American jobs. Black jobs. Thomas Roofing, that's no longer in existence because of those same illegals. But what I notice about most people, if something don't affect them in their life personally, they usually don't care. So because it ain't nobody in his family or him himself that lost out or lost the opportunity because it was given to some illegal, be okay with it. As long as it don't affect him. But I know people personally who are affected with skills that can't get the job because they can't work for minimum wage as a carpenter. So what are they going to do now? How about hiring Americans with the same skill and pay them a livable wage? Problem solved. We don't have a construction worker shortage. We have a shortage of construction workers, American and legal that is. We have a shortage of workers that don't want to work for slave wages. There are construction workers right now, American, black, white, whatever, will vouch for me and tell you that I'm telling the truth, that there are plenty of them ready to go to work. These construction sites wouldn't hire them because the illegals would do it cheaper. It ain't that they didn't have American workers. They didn't want to pay them. Greed. So again, shout out to Thomas Roofing, Mobile, Alabama, and other black-owned construction companies that were starved out for illegal immigrants to come in and do the work cheap. It ain't that the American worker didn't do quality work. It costs too much. They want $15 an hour. They want $20 an hour to be an electrician. We got Pablo over there doing $3 under the table an hour. Cash money. No benefits. That's the real problem. Not a shortage of Americans that can do the work. Don't let them Democrat liberals keep lying to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be here to expose their lies every chance I get. It's time to put Americans back to work. It's time to pay Americans a fair wage. Mr. Chubby Checker, name one country you can go in illegally and take jobs from the people that are citizens there. Name one other country you can go to and do what you want the illegals to be able to do here in America. Name one place you can go, mister. I'll wait. Then again, no, I won't. Get it, got it good. Bye.